At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
A Nye County Sheriff jail guard was fired and 6 others disciplined after an investigation of the use of a taser on a handcuffed inmate at the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. The information is now just being released that Deputy Dan Ellis was dismissed in February. The event apparently occurred in September of last year. There's an investigation being conducted concerning a possible violation of the inmate's civil rights. The inmate's name has not been released. He's described as a homeless man who apparently refused medical attention following the incident. The videotape of the occurrence apparently shows that the inmate was shocked multiple times with a stun gun while he was shackled and in handcuffs after reportedly causing a disturbance and possibly hurting himself. Ellis is said to be filing an appeal of his termination.
3 people have been taken into custody when a search warrant was executed at a residence on Leslie Street.
Yesterday at approximately 5 p.m., the Nye County Sheriff's Office Street Crimes Unit executed a search warrant located at 1101 North Leslie Street. They allegedly located on the property a stolen fifth-wheel camper, a stolen Yamaha quad, an HD TV, NASCAR memorabilia, and other items. They also located apparently various drugs and paraphernalia. They have taken into custody 3 suspects, 57-year-old Stephen Dunnigan, 50-year-old Robert Hacker, and 50-year-old Martin Reinanen. All 3 are being held on various charges, including possession of stolen vehicles, property, and drugs. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
An elderly couple are victims of theft from a trusted friend.
According to the press release issued on Saturday, March 9th, detectives from the Nye County Sheriff's Office arrested Angela Sanchez after an investigation revealed that she was responsible for numerous unauthorized charges to an elderly couple's bank account, resulting in a significant loss of money. Investigators learned that Sanchez befriended the elderly couple over a course of several months and determined that she was able to gain access to their bank account. Sanchez was positively identified as a suspect after a search warrant for her residence was obtained and evidence of the thefts was found. 45-year-old Angela Sanchez was booked into the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center and is being held on the bail amount of $26,274. Charges stemming from obtaining and possessing a debit card without cardholder's consent, fraudulent use of a debit card, obtaining money, goods, and services under false pretenses, and various other charges. Detectives are following up on several leads and the investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information pertaining to this case or the suspect is urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
5 people were injured at a local ranch when a brawl broke out during an event being held there this last Saturday.
Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were dispatched to the area of Warren and Betty on Saturday afternoon for a fight in progress. We're here at White Cloud Ranch, where they have quite a number of rodeos going on here, and a large crowd was enjoying the rodeo when a fight broke out. Apparently, Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatch received numerous calls, one saying that there was 30 to 50 people fighting, another one saying 10 to 20, some others saying even less than that, also stating that there was weapons involved. Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrived on scene and did find approximately 5 people who had different degrees of trauma, mostly being facial trauma. Apparently no weapons were involved in this fight. At least we don't have a report of that actually at this time. Deputies and detectives were also dispatched to take statements from a number of individuals. The rodeo was closed off pretty quickly here and people were asked to leave the scene. Nye County sheriffs are investigating what actually went on here, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue are going to be transporting some of those people. One is said to be a female with some injuries to her side. The rest are males with facial trauma. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Warren and Betty for News 46.
The Pahrump Valley Historical Museum was packed last week to hear one of the nation's top Lincoln impersonators speak live as part of the museum's lecture series.
William Peck is a Lincoln presenter, and he's one of the best ones in the United States. Not saying that because he was at the museum, but he's acknowledged by the Association of Lincoln Presenters. There's 500 members, and they have voted him as one of the best. He looks more like Lincoln. He gestures as Lincoln. He speaks as Lincoln has been described as speaking.
Going to sign it. I don't want any opposition to you. You brought a very large crowd, I noticed that.
Yes, we always have more people when it's publicized correctly, but William Peck was here last year, so the word is around that he was very good. If we had him up here next year, for example, we would be running out of room, I think, which is always wonderful. We like that. We like to have people come to the museum. The whole purpose of the lecture series is to have good speakers, have interesting topics for the lecture, and to draw people to the museum so they use the museum, so they're more aware of its existence, and they bring their friends, they tell their relatives, and that's the whole museum business.
Having him come and do a lecture is kind of significant because the museum actually has a Lincoln room.
Yes, our Lincoln collection is very good. Our Lincoln collection is one of the largest Lincoln collections in the western United States.
So do you know when the next lecture is?
Yes, the next lecture is the second week of March. It's always the second week of the month. It's always at the museum at 1 o'clock. And it's always free. We urge people to come and enjoy themselves. And we have interesting speakers. I don't have the schedule. I'm not going to read it off. But if you go by the museum, you can pick up the schedule so you'll have the annual. We have 11 lectures this year.
And where's the museum located?
We're on Basin Avenue at 410 Basin. And that's about halfway in between Highway 160 and Blag.
And if people have any historical things they'd like to donate, is it possible to do so?
Oh, we're very anxious to receive donations, but we particularly like things that have to do with the history of Pahrump, because that's our purpose for the museum, and that's our main interest.
A ribbon cutting was held for a married couple whose passion for travel has naturally guided them into a successful business venture.
All right, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. We're here with our newest chamber member. We have All Travel and Cruise. We have Van and Maureen, the owners, here. And at this time, we would like to welcome you to the chamber and officially cut your ribbon.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Ready?
Yep.
We have a travel business that specializes in cruising, and we do all kinds of travel, though. We have had the benefit of being able to do a lot of travel in our life, and when we were overseas in Asia, we were travel agents, and since we retired, we just decided we kind of want to get back into it again because we're still doing our traveling. We love it, and since we know how to do it, we figure we can help other people to do it too.
And so you have some special rates, or you check out for special rates for people? Tell me some of the advantages of going to your travel agency.
Okay, one of the biggest advantages is that we are here in Pahrump, and the other thing is that we will go to people's homes and help them, which makes them much more comfortable. And we have the expertise of having been there, done that, which a lot of travel agents haven't. And we've done a lot of cruising, and we love it, and we will always help everybody find the very best deal.
Van, tell me why it's important to join the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce.
Well, it's important to join because, you know, this is a community that really is very much a community compared to other places that I've lived. And you meet good people, and you connect with good people, and you let your business be known to good people. You know what? They share it with other good people, and it really works very well in this community to be a part of the chamber. This is a very vital chamber.
What's the phone number for your travel business?
775-537-2541.
And here's some familiar faces who also cut a ribbon for their other business called Wait Gone Forever at the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce.
I want to thank everyone for coming out. We are opening another chamber member today. We have Wait Gone Forever with Mr. and Mrs. Atkins. And at this time, if you want to cut your ribbon.
Yeah. Wait Gone Forever is kind of one of those things you kind of, you don't think you're going to find something like that. I've been overweight most of my life, but last year when we found Wait Gone Forever, we were affiliated with Take Shape for Life. I lost 130 pounds in about 10 months.
And I lost 50.
And, you know, and people at our parish and friends says, well, how did you do that, you know? And we kind of like to pay things forward, and the system works wonderfully. You have a coach, you have access to virtual clinics, doctors and nutritionists and registered nurses, all for free. And so the system is just the best thing. We tried everything else, not to knock anything else, didn't work for us. We yo-yoed. We wanted to stop doing yo-yo and say, yo, just have a good life. keep it going. And that's why we got into this and why we're sharing it with others.
Is it kind of interesting that your name is Atkins, not to be related with Atkins?
Not related at all. Definitely not. Although I don't know if I'm allowed to say that we did try that. Yeah. And no, it's just amazing. I've got the energy back that I thought I'd never see again, and that is amazing. We retired here. We started just taking it easy, eating too much, and now we've discovered we can eat very healthily and still be fabulous, and that is awesome.
How can people find out more about this plan and get in touch with you?
Well, the phone number is 775-537-2541, and we also have a website, which is Weight Gone Forever, all one word, at tsfl.com. And you can go there and you'll see pictures of us. You'll see our story. We're not making this up, and a lot of other information. The easiest thing, just to give us a call, because again, it's pretty much a home-based thing because it's a helping people thing. And we'll meet you wherever you are. We don't want to drag you any place. We would like to meet you wherever you'd like some help. If you'd like some help, your call.
Much more local news when News 46's Week in Review returns.